So then guys, in 2025, the iPhone 17 regular has been a huge hit of an iPhone, and in fact even coming to the end of 2025 it's actually out of stock in quite a lot of places still. Obviously there are some places you can pick it up straight away, but this has just been unheard territory in a long time that the regular iPhone has been out of stock because it's been such a great phone for people with the money and how much it costs and what it provides in return. We get things like ProMotion, we also get great battery life, and we also get the dual cameras that are both 48 megapixels on the rear of them for wide and ultra wide, and we've also got that new 18 megapixel camera sensor on the front, what allows you to do portrait or landscape with just a touch of a button. No more that you need to twist the phone round. This is absolutely fantastic to have inside of this phone. But a lot of you guys are wondering what's going to happen then with the iPhone 18 and what's all the news about that? Well, today I want to go over everything we know. And in fact, let's get started with the first bit of news that we've heard about for the iPhone 18, and that's all to do with its release time. Now, the release time for this phone is actually going to be changing. Now, believe it or not, we're not actually going to get this phone in September 2026. We're actually going to be getting it around spring 2027, and this will be the longest gap ever that a regular iPhone has had an upgrade. So this is going to be a first. Now, the main reason that a lot of people believe this is going to be the case is because Apple now want to introduce two kind of releases a year for their iPhones. Now, we kind of have this a little bit with, like, say, the iPhone SE and the E models. They come around about like springtime, but it hasn't been consistent every single year. And do also remember that lots of other manufacturers do this right now. Samsung, for example, they bring out the likes of, say, their sort of flagship phones at one point of the year. They bring out their mid-range phones like the A series one, Galaxy A's, and then they bring out their folds at another time of year. So it's not unheard of, but it looks like Apple wants to do something similar here to what other manufacturers are doing. So it looks like in 2026 we will get the iPhone Fold or iPhone Ultra, and we'll also get the Pro and the Pro Max in 2026. But then in 2027 in the springtime we'll get three new phones at that time, and that will be the iPhone 18 regular, an iPhone 18e, and we'll also get the iPhone Air 2. So this will be the release for that phone then. So if you are waiting out for an iPhone 18, don't expect it to come out in 2026. It's going to be a little bit longer, but like we say, a great option right now is the iPhone 17. Obviously, if you can go and get one straight away. So then guys, when I'm creating videos, thumbnails, or anything visual for the channel, I always want the process to be fast, flexible, and clean. And recently I've been using FreePic because it generally speeds things up in my workflow. FreePic isn't just a big asset library, it's a full AI-powered creative suite. I use it when I'm planning Apple-focused videos, designing mock-ups, or building storyboards. And what I love is how it mixes proper professional assets with powerful AI tools all in one place. For example, the other day I wanted a cinematic Apple-style intro sequence. I typed out a simple idea, and with FreePic's AI video generator, it built a full visual concept that I could just drop straight into one of my videos. No camera, no location scouting, just a clean starting point that matched the style that I had in my head. Then I also needed a background for a shot featuring my iPhone 17 Pro Max. Instead of just shooting one, I used FreePic's image generator to create the sort of Apple Park campus inspired scene. I've even used tools like the retouch and expand tools as well to help me out with some of my pictures. It honestly feels like the creative sketching, but instant. And when I'm prepping thumbnails, the upscaler and background remover are lifesavers. I can take a rough photo like I've got right here, upscale it with the details, clean it up, and then combine it here, and it looks absolutely amazing. What's cool is that FreePic works no matter what level you're at, whether you're a designer, a filmmaker, or just someone building visuals for social. And the creativity is unlimited. Animation, sounds, videos, illustrations, mock-ups, concept arts, all created all through a browser. So if you want to streamline your workflow and create smarter, check out FreePic. And with that, I'll drop a link and a discount code in the description of this video so you can check out all the details there so you can try out the tools and see how it fits into your own process. And with that, let's return back to the main video. But the other things that we've been hearing about for the iPhone 18 is all to do with the design. Now, the actual design we've been told this time around isn't probably going to be changing much at all. In fact, it's probably going to be the same design that we've had with the iPhone 16, the iPhone 17, and the iPhone 18 is going to be the same design again. So don't expect a triple camera setup. Don't expect the back of the phone to look any different. It's going to look exactly the same next time. So just be aware of that. Just probably the colors are also going to be changing a little bit. But one thing that we have also been told is there is the potential that the battery is going to be a little bit bigger this time, because we've been told the chassis is going to be slightly thicker, probably about 0.5 millimeter, which doesn't sound a lot, thicker this time round. And obviously Apple utilize as much space as they can inside of their iPhones. So this is something what looks like is the possibility that batteries are going to be slightly bigger with this. But don't forget that obviously we will also be getting the A20 normal chip inside of this iPhone. And the A20 chip we've been told is going to be built on a 2 nanometer process. Now, having this on the 2 nanometer process means that transistors and resistors get squeezed down even smaller, and this means that we get better efficiencies and we can also push up speed as well. So this is really good news for battery life. The other thing we've also been told is that the iPhone 18 is also going to be getting a C2 chip inside of it. Now, the C2 chip, this is going to be an upgrade of the C1 and the C1X chip, and essentially what this means is that obviously this is going to be Apple's own built communication chip for 5G connectivity. And the great news with this will help out with battery life again, because remember with the iPhone 17 regular, we still use a Qualcomm modem right now. It's not Apple's custom one. Remember, only the iPhone 16e and the iPhone Air at this time are the only iPhones that use that chip right now. So this will also be coming into the new iPhone 18. So this is great news to hear. But to go alongside that, something else that we've been told about is that the new iPhone 18 is potentially going to have 5G connectivity to satellites as well. So this means if you're out and about anywhere in the world, as long as you can pick up a satellite in the air, you could actually have 5G signal. Probably not the fastest 5G signal out there, but at least you would be connected. Further than what you could do with SOS calls right now, you'd be able to do some simple browsing. I don't think you'll be able to view TikToks or YouTube or even watch me on 5G signal at the beginning stages. But obviously as the network gets better, obviously that will enhance. But the main thing is that connectivity option will be there, and it looks like this is coming to all of the iPhone 18 models. So this is super exciting news to hear. But moving on from this then, some other upgrades we've also heard for the iPhone 18. Now this one is a bit of a mixed one. We did hear a leak that the iPhone 18 Pro and the 18 Pro Max is going to get an under-screen Face ID. Now this does sound like there's a possibility the iPhone 18 could get this, but personally, I think Apple probably take the same stance what they did last time with Dynamic Island. Don't forget that when we got the iPhone 14 Pro and the 14 Pro Max, what we actually got was the dynamic introduced to that, but the regular iPhone 14 and the 14 Plus still had the notch. So, you know, it took the year after to the iPhone 15 until that Dynamic Island was actually added in. And personally, I think Apple will do something very similar here. But we have been hearing other leaks and rumors that Dynamic Island could be getting a bit smaller, possibly about 1/3 smaller. And this is more likely the leak that's built for the iPhone 18 regular this time round. And this would make a lot more sense that obviously the 18 Pro and the 18 Pro Max for that year in 2026 would get the under-screen one, and the regular iPhone 18 to actually get a smaller Dynamic Island. So just be aware of that too. Now, next of all, with the iPhone 18 regular, something else that a lot of you guys were wondering why it was missing with the iPhone 17, and that was to do with the amount of RAM. Remember, the iPhone 17 has 8 gigabytes of RAM, and this is still great to actually have inside the phone, but obviously the likes of the 17 Pro and the 17 Pro Max, that actually got 12 gigabytes. But the good news is it does look very likely now, according to these leaks right here, that we are going to be getting the full 12 gigabytes of RAM added to the iPhone 18 this time round. So obviously multitasking and things like this, and obviously bigger software updates coming out in the future will also be compatible with this iPhone to help out with that extra RAM it's got there. Then finally, the last thing that we've also been told about the iPhone 18 regular, and that is the camera control button. The camera control button also looks like it's going to be upgraded or changed slightly. Do remember this was first introduced to us in the iPhone 16 range, and it looks like that Apple are going to change the design a little bit. Not too much has been confirmed what the design changes are actually going to be, but it's just been told it's going to be easier to use and it's not going to be so hard to knock it by accident. Personally, for me, I've got my iPhone 17 Pro Max, I've also got an iPhone Air, and obviously I've got the iPhone 17, and I actually disable this button because I just keep knocking it by accident quite regularly. So, you know, I've switched it off for me, and I would like to use this button, but, you know, I think another way of actually accessing it would be great to have with this phone. But so the good news is it does look like with the iPhone 18 regular at the very least is going to get an upgrade change right here. But really guys, that is the latest and greatest we have for the iPhone 18 regular. Are you going to wait out to 2027 to get one? Well, let me know in the comments below. And on that note as well guys, it's time to wrap up the video too. So if you have enjoyed watching it, please do press the like button. As always, if you want to hear the latest Apple news, reviews and comparisons, make sure you subscribe to the channel and also hit that notification bell too. Until next time guys, I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye bye.